Hi everyone, welcome to this video. I am talking about something that I really like a lot, and that is board games. I use them a lot in my play therapy work. I find that they actually are very easy to integrate into my play therapy work, regardless of the theory or approach that I'm working out of. We use them a lot in AutPlay therapy. And I especially find them very helpful when they're already the child's play preference or play interest. That makes it a very natural process then to engage in the board game play. And board games have so many cool, just built-in benefits, things that maybe your therapy goals are just already right there within the rules of the board game. So it's so easy to work on those things with kids through the board game play. So today I'm going to do 3 random games that I just really like for completely different reasons, and just introduce you to them and talk to you about how I use them and why I like them so much. And use them a lot with kids. So the first one is probably one of my all-time favorites. I mean, I love whoever created this board game, and I'm so glad I found it years ago, and that is Headbands. So the way this game works is really simple. You just have this plastic band you put on your head, and you put a card on the headband that you can't see, and then you're trying to guess what card is on your head, and you've got to ask the other players questions to narrow down and find out what is it that's on my head. And there's a timed version you can play with this game, so that adds another element to it if you want to add it in there. I don't always do that because sometimes it's just annoying, but you can do that. So I would have this on my head. The child would have one. They're trying to guess what cards on their head. I'm trying to guess mine. I love this game because it's great interaction. First of all, it's just fun. It's interesting and it's fun. Kids seem to enjoy it. It's something that feels very playful to them. And it's great for working on interaction skills. Like, we're paying attention to each other, we're asking each other questions, we're answering questions that the other person asks. This is some really good work for kids who might have these types of therapy goals. That could be a neurodivergent child who's working on some of these issues. It could be a neurotypical child who needs to work on some of these issues. I mean, there doesn't have to be a particular diagnosis or type of child. If these are some of the things that maybe they need some help with, or they're needing to improve a bit in their life for some reason, then you've got a good option here of Headbands. I have used this with many kids to kind of target some of these therapy needs, and always have like really good success. It's also just an easy game to play. Real quick setup, get started really fast. It doesn't take much time or effort to play through it, so that makes it really nice as well. Number 2 board game I want to show you is Hoot Owl Hoot. This is something that you might play with younger kids, elementary age kids, maybe a little too young for teenagers, but just kind of depends on the client that you're working with. What I love about Hoot Owl Hoot is it is a cooperative game. So you play it by working together. That's how the game is played. Whoever is playing, if it's just you and the child, if it's you, the child, and the parent, we work together to beat the game. And there's this thing we have to accomplish before we basically run out of time, and there's a way in the game that is determined. It's just really well done for cooperative games, and I do love playing cooperative games with my kids. I think there's a lot of cool things that happen in that socially. So again, if these are some of the therapy goals that you might be working on, like working with other people, working within a group to accomplish a task, cooperating, strategizing together within this cooperative game and so many, you have to dialogue. You have to talk and strategize and figure out together, okay, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? And this can be great work for a lot of the kids that we work with. Again, it would depend on, if these are the kinds of needs that the child you're working with has. But if they are, and they like board games, then this is a great game to get and to play with them to work on those issues through the play, right? And then the last one is a very popular game that's been around for years. I played this game when I was a little kid. And I remember when I was a little kid, I loved this game. And I'm not even sure why I loved it. I just remember that I loved playing it. So many of you will know what it is. Life, the game of life. So a few notes about this game. One is, unlike a lot of the other games I've shown you, this game does require some time to set up and to play it out in the rules, all the rules of the game. It can be quite a long game. You might start this game and maybe not even finish it by the end of your session if you were trying to finish it. So keep that in mind. Sometimes if the child doesn't know any different or doesn't care, we just skip some of the rules. Like there's just some things we just bypass just to kind of get on to the board and play the game. And that's totally okay. It works out pretty well. So why do I love this game? Because it really is the game of life. There's so many different things you encounter in this game, like just talking about life issues and things that come up in life, goals, careers, school, families, money. I mean, it kind of covers it all. And there's so many opportunities to get into so many cool discussions with your client about their real life. And that's one of the things I love about this game, is how it generates that dialogue and that discussion as we go along. There's so many natural points to say, what's that like for you? Or to share a little bit about what it's like for you, and then ask the child. It's just really cool in that way. And just like when I was a little kid, it just seems like kids really like to play it as well, which is really awesome. So they're already engaged by the game and interested in the play of the game. And then there's so many elements in there that may get them talking about, sharing about things in their own life. Some of those things may be good, some of them may be struggles. I just find it to be very nice. Actually, in some ways, I've used it as even like an assessment game, an assessment tool. So we might even play it early on to kind of just learn some more things about the child. So again, the game of life. So 3 different games that I like a lot for 3 completely different reasons. As always, board game play for me is all about the child's play preferences and their play interests. If they come in and that's the type of play that they're really into, then wonderful. I've got a ton of board games, and probably 1 or more of them are going to help address some of the therapy needs that we've established anyway. So check out these games. If you have a favorite board game and a way that you like to use it, or a way that it helps with certain therapy goals, then post it in the comments and share with everybody. And please subscribe to our channel. Check us out on our Facebook page, AutPlay Therapy, and our website. And please come back and watch more videos. Thanks. Bye.